Hello, it's Debbie Omojisu, your cheerleader, caring for the total man, spirit, soul, and body. I welcome you to the 4 of the Addiction series. So today we'll be talking about everyday addiction, the subtle traps that we don't notice. Can I be honest with you? You might be addicted and not even know that. I'm not talking about drugs or alcohol, no. I'm talking about those little things that seem harmless, yet they quietly steal your peace, your time, and even your connection with God. So today we'll be looking at 2 of those silent addictions, and the first one we'll be looking at is social media scrolling. You take up your phone just to reply a message, but then you discover it's 2 hours gone already. You've watched videos, replied comments, and even laughed at memes, and suddenly you feel drained. Social media can be good, it informs, it inspires, it connects, but the moment it begins to control your peace, your time, your mood, and even your self-worth, it's no longer connection, that's addiction. So ask yourself, why do I keep scrolling? Because many times it's because you're bored, you feel lonely, or it's due to comparison. Yes, you want to feel seen, validated, or liked. But listen, child of God, the moment your phone decides how you feel, you've lost control. 1 Corinthians chapter 6 verse 12 says, I will not be mastered by anything, and that includes your phone. Ephesians chapter 5 verse 16 reminds us to redeem the time because the days are evil. So every scroll without a purpose steals your time. The time you would have used to build up yourself, learn skills, read, attend seminars, pray, study the word of God. So social media in itself is not an evil thing per se. It's not even an evil thing. But then remember that whatever takes your attention more than God becomes an idol. So beloved, here's what to do. Set boundaries. Replace idle scrolling times with reading, worshiping, praying, learning skills, attending seminars, engaging in useful, godly, and transformative conversations, and doing other useful things. And thirdly, use platforms with purpose, because freedom isn't just all about deleting the app, but it is when the apps no longer have hold or control you. The second addiction we'll be looking at is overthinking and negative thinking. You're not doing anything wrong, yet your mind keeps spinning. You replay conversations, you think or imagine the worst things, and you analyze every single detail, yet you call that just being careful. No, beloved, let me tell you the truth. You're just draining yourself emotionally, physically, spiritually, and psychologically, as well as mentally. Because overthinking and negative thinking are just like a rocking chair. They keep you busy but never taking you forward. You're not moving. Yes. So, be careful of your thought process, because both negative thinking and overthinking, they work hand in hand. You think so much so that you begin to see the worst in yourself, in other people, and even in God's promises. And many times it's rooted in fear of rejection, fear of failure, and fear of the unknown. So we begin to try to control everything, even things that only God has control over. Remember, Philippians chapter 4 verse 6 to 7 says, do not be anxious about anything, but in every situation present your request to God. Overthinking and negative thinking. Overthinking is just like praying in the wrong direction. Yes, it's just because it's worrying rather than worshiping. And negative thinking is believing the lies of fear rather than the truth of faith. Overthinking and negative thinking will make you miss the best and the beauty of the moment. They will make you doubt yourself and even doubt God. So today, choose peace. Whenever your mind begins to race, tell yourself, calm down. Pause, take a deep breath and say, I hand it over to God. And also mind the things that get into you, the things you see, the things you read, and the things you hear, because whatever goes into you has a long way of affecting your thought process, either negatively or positively. So in conclusion, I'll say addiction isn't always loud. Sometimes it's just like a phone in your hand or a mind that won't rest. But the good news here is you can be free, not by your strength, not by your power, but by surrendering to the one who gives peace. Because that is where your freedom begins. So ask yourself, what's that thing? What's that activity? What's that object that is silently mastering me? Yes, ask yourself that question. Because whatever you cannot control is what controls you. So keep following this series, because next time we'll be talking about and unveiling other hidden habits, activities, and other things that silently brings us to addiction, and yet people don't talk about it. And I promise you, it's going to be eye-opening, it's going to be freeing, and it's going to be transformative. Remember, God did not create you to be bound. He created you to be whole and free. Until I come your way again, see you. Bye. Cheers.